Let's go. We up, we running, we popping, we cracking. For sure, for shizzle, man. All right, y'all. So, I've been wanting to start my podcast back up. Good morning, Remo. I've been kept waiting on the perfect situation and the perfect background and everything, but we just gonna start where we at. You feel me? I think my understanding in this journey, man, you got to jump when you can jump. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we at. We're gonna start it like this, and then hopefully it builds into getting another studio proof. Right now, man, we in a corner of the room with a green scrizzle. Well, this is the real background, but we green scrizzled everywhere else. So welcome, man. What up? What's popping? What's cracking? What's shaking? All that. It's your boy, comedian RemoMillz. If you don't know, this is going to be Good Morning Remo podcast. You know what I'm saying? So how I'm going to do it this time is I'm going to split it up into maybe like 5 different things that I want to talk about. Why? Because I want to talk about them. All right. So we're going to split up to about 5 different things. Hopefully I can see y'all comments coming in. This is a new platform called Prism. I don't know if y'all ever worked with Prism before, but this is Prism. We're going live, and then it allowed me to do a couple things. So shout out to them. This is me on my 2-week trial trying to find the right platform still, but I'm just rocking it and rolling it, and yeah, that's what we doing, y'all. So shout out to y'all, man. If y'all coming in, coming out, y'all come through and speak, say something, at least so I can know this thing is working right. And then I can go on from there. But what we're going to talk about, man, we're breaking this up into a group of 5, breaking it down. So I'm going to talk about some type of topic that I want to talk about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is necessary. It could be green, evergreen. I don't know, current topics. I want to talk about something other than the politicals, man. I'm so tired. I don't talk about it out loud, but in real life, bro, I think we all fed up. Shout out to everybody who went out to the No Kings rally this past weekend, man. I heard that there weren't a lot of incidents. There were a few in certain places, but you know what I'm saying? People antagonizing. But I think in the current state, we need to be together as much as we can be together for real, man. It's crazy out there. I'm telling you, them people running this country like Gotham City. And, you know what I'm saying? The penguin is going crazy and everybody looking for Batman. This is when Batman can't be found right now. He damn sure ain't in them political chambers. But, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about other stuff. I'm also going to have me a gardening tip for beginners. Might not be as much for advanced because y'all know what it is. So definitely something for beginners. I'm gonna throw out a little fantasy football person, one person that I like. It ain't no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know that fantasy football, you taking your own risk. It's whoever you trust. And I'm gonna give y'all throw in a recipe that I like. It started off as a regular, but it's a vegan. I veganized. This is how I do mine, and it's that time of year, so this is kind of something I like to eat to cool, to warm me up inside. And we're gonna give y'all a positive of the day, and I think that's it. But as we begin, what up? What's good? What up, PJ? Gaba? What it do? All right, so we're going to set it off. And what up, Midnight, all over in YouTube? Hey, y'all, this is dope that it's YouTube and Facebook people on here. I don't know if IG is doing it. I couldn't quite work out the text on that. But so we're going to set it off, man. One thing I asked in my notes about this. I went in my notes and I asked about it. But the rules to sliding in the DM, man. Rules to sliding in the DM. I don't know how to slide in the DM. Like, and one thing people be like, oh, Remo, like you talk on stage to people. I'm really like a laid back person. I'm really shy in real life. Like if I'm in a warm environment and I'm already doing my thing, like letting my personality out, you catch it in that moment. But I have to be around somebody who or in an environment where I feel confident. Other than that, man, I'm like mad shy. And even with the DMs, when I'm talking to somebody online, I know some dudes just be going crazy. They could just DM without even thinking about it. I ain't that type. I'm just shy. You know what I'm saying? So if you say something to me, I'm gonna say something back. Like I respond to them joints. I respond. I'm a DM responder. I'm definitely not an initiator. So I do think some rules to it is definitely like if you on some romantic trying to slide in DMs. Somebody said pull up respectfully. It's crazy to say, but a lot of people don't understand what that is either. You know what I'm saying? You say respectfully, but what respect means to you sometimes is way more lenient to somebody else in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like some people feel like the harsh stuff is where a one is. Some people like, you know what I'm saying? Like you going crazy. You can say something slightly disrespectful and I'm going to take it as, ultimate disrespect. So it's about finding a line. I say you need to know who you're talking to. That's how I see it. You can't always go off of pictures and stuff like that. Like if you see somebody who like showing body, like as far as a guy, you see somebody showing body or whatnot. It don't mean you go in dick pic first. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in hot like that. I say a hey, hello. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Something like that, man. If it land, it land. If it don't, it don't. But I damn sure don't write a paragraph. Like if this feels like an assignment, you sliding in the DMs and you making it hot and heavy. Like it's a lot. I seen some dudes like I've had access to, not even had access, but I got a couple friends who like, yo, man, these are dudes in the DM. Like it be somebody who you like, you cool when you don't think that person do it. They be like, hey, look, I'm coming in DM hot. Like, girl, I'll drink your bath water, or you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to lick your butthole. Like they go crazy in there. So you can't just slide in like that. Know who you talking to, man. Some people wow like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people allow that, but you got to know who you talking to. You don't got to stalk them. Nothing like that. But I would say approach them with the respect that you want. Definitely that. That can be universal. The respect that you want to be, how you want to be addressed. You can't just go off the top. You know what I mean? So I think that's cool. Another aspect of rule to DM sliding, other than coming in respectfully for romantically, like if you don't know me, don't ask for stuff. That's another rule for the DM. If you don't know me like that, don't ask me for nothing. Don't be, hey, let me borrow 500 in the inbox. I'm like, who are you? You got 3 followers. You got 3 followers. You following 9,700 people. Scam. That's a scam. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Like don't do that in the DMs. All right. What up, Tara? This bots? I don't know, man. If I got bots, that means I'm hitting on something. But right. So that's how I feel about it, man. If you don't know me in real life, don't ask me for nothing. Some people, I've been getting that somebody from way back in your childhood. You ain't talked to me since the 2nd grade. Now you pulling up like, let me borrow. Hold on, cuz I ain't talked to you since 1972. Well, no, I'll say 1992. Let's go back to 92. I ain't talked to you since the 1900s. As far as it sounds, as close as it is, and as far as it sounds, I ain't talked to you since the 1900s, my guy. I ain't seen you say, hey, I ain't seen you share a flyer. I ain't seen you comment. I ain't seen you like nothing. You just pop up asking for stuff. That's crazy work. That take a lot of guts to do, honestly. I know it's a desperate move on your end too, but well, some people just like that. Some people they ain't desperate. Some people that's what they do. They just ask you without even knowing you. That's crazy work. But yeah, that's another thing with DM rules. If you don't know me, don't slide. Another thing in the DMs I don't like is some phone calls. Bro, don't call me in my DM. Don't call me over Messenger if you don't know me in real life either. Stop, bro. Stop it. Especially if you don't speak my language. You don't speak English, and you just in there looking at me like, kid, what you doing? Don't call me, man. Don't call me. Take your time. Man. All right. That's my topic of the day. I think So moving on to my other things. Let me see. Gardening tips. Listen, man. I work on a farm. Some people know that. Some people don't know that. I do farm work. I've been doing it for about maybe like I've been outside for about like 2-3 years. Put my hand in the dirt. Farming. If you don't have a garden, I would say get one. If you can, if you have the space to, and it don't got to be extravagant. A lot of people think that you got to be super extravagant. You know what I'm saying? Grow something that you like. Grow something that you don't mind seeing every day. Grow something to eat. What I like to do is I've taken apple seeds and turned them into apple trees. You do have to learn what the zones are. There is a zone map that you can Google or whatever like that. I don't know if I'll put it up. I don't have it on accessible, but definitely go in your zone. Start your garden. Some people be scared to start because they feel like they don't know what they're doing. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You taking chances. You do the research, figure it out, and then you go from there. But I think everybody should be growing something. Now this is about to get cold. I'm in Virginia, so I'm in zone A, 7A. This is a good time for y'all to start growing your roots. You know, it is a little late in the season, but you can still catch it. The root plants, far as the carrots, the beets, your beans, string beans, stuff like that. You could do some lettuces and stuff like that. Radishes are another one. But this is a good time to throw that out and still get access. If you are further down than 7A, you can do a lot more still because the way your climate is. But hey, man, if you need a garden, I think some people want to start a garden, but they haven't started a garden. Try it. Gardens are dope, man. It's a process, but gardens are dope. If you go home every day, you can have a garden in the same spot. Just put it. I will prop it. If you don't have a backyard or yard, put it in the window somewhere. Some people don't have windows. I don't know how y'all gonna do it. Maybe y'all gonna have to get a grow light, but if you do have access to sunlight, I would say that. Or do a community garden. Go to a community garden that's local to you, and just try it, man. It ain't for everybody, but the way this economy, the way this economy is right now, I would suggest that you figure out a way to do it yourself. Some people be talking about the revolution, but the revolution and all that kind of stuff, you got to learn how to feed yourself. So I am vegan. That's probably partially why I started growing. I wanted to know what was going in my food, and that's why I started growing my own stuff. So I do have some stuff, and I ain't perfect either. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on my garden too, my gardening skills rather, but definitely that's something that I think people should tune into. So the gardening tip right now for real is figure out where you at. If you don't have a garden, start it. Just start it. Get you some dirt, get you some seeds, put it in there, and watch how it works. It don't have to be something big either. Like I said, you can have something as small as a shoebox in the window, you know, but some type of box to hold the dirt in. You can have it in the pot. You know, some things want to grow larger, so you will want to have, you know, room to expand. But, you know, just work on learning how to garden first. If you aren't a gardener, like I said, just start what you have and go, man. It's a beautiful process. So I would say do that. That's my gardening tip for the day. Vegan recipes. So I am, like I said, I am vegan. It's getting that time of year, and I definitely want to share mine. This is something that I like. This whole thing is going to be some more stuff that I like. So until we get to this point, but vegan recipe of the day for me, of the week. We're going to do this weekly. Vegan recipe of the week for me. I like chili. I love chili. I'm a chili fan. So what I like to have is it's called, let me blow this up some. It's a war-within southern chili, but it's really good. You can veganize it. With the beans, you could use I use Beyond Beef for mine. A lot of times I use Beyond Sausage. But the rest of the stuff is basic, you know, chili powder, the poblano pepper, you know what I'm saying? Onions, garlics, kosher salt. It's easy. This is it's really easy recipe. Some people don't do it. Maybe you don't have the time or whatnot, but I think that if you do have the time, sit down and rock with it. These are definitely simple ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Put them up. You put it in a slow cooker and let that joint go for a few hours if that's what you want to do. Or, you know, you can heat it up in the pot, cooking it for about like 25 minutes, 25 minutes, letting the ingredients marinate a little bit. And then, man, it's amazing. Seasoned right. You know what I do? I do the chili, and then if I don't eat it all, the next day I would turn it into nachos. And I'll take that nachos, put some vegan cheese on it. I am kind of vegan fat. I ain't gonna lie. After this, I'm going to the gym because I'm fat like that, and I need to do better. So, but yeah, I think that is one that's good, man. I do have friends down in Atlanta. Yeah, Shanti, that we do skits together, but she'll probably say, yo, yeah, you need to. She be like, bro, you need to pull up, get that chili popping. It's really good. It ain't nothing that I came up with myself, but it's really good. So if you do have time, I wish I would have put the website up, the actual website for it, but you can go back and kind of pause it to get those ingredients if that's what you want to do. All right. So we had pretty much my fantasy well, not that yet. My fantasy of the day, my fantasy football. So I've been doing DraftKings for a while. I ain't gonna say I'm a millionaire. I be hitting and missing. You know what? I can tell y'all my weakness, and this is why I ain't a millionaire. I bet too low. I be betting way too low, especially the parlays that hit. A lot of times, if you're doing like super 20-leg parlays, boy, you got to know what the hell you're doing. All right, I ain't saying it's impossible, but they don't hit that often. What it is I found success with is, I would say, doing the parlays, you know that work, that you got a hunch. If you want to parlay those bets that you know that work. I do sports betting by the sports book, and I do DraftKings sports book, but doing the ones that you know is going to hit and parlaying those. I made a lot of mistakes by, taking a wild guess. Some ain't guaranteed, even if it's low, even if it's a high negative. I think a high negative is anything over like a negative, I'll say like 250, 300. Anything over that, you know, you ain't getting nothing. It ain't worth the parlay, but I mean, unless you betting big and you betting on guarantees. But somebody I like today, somebody that I do like, I'm gonna throw that up there, is for this weekend is Cam Scatterboo. Scatterboo just went against the Eagles the day before yesterday. I mean, not this past week, but the week before. So having to double back real quick is kind of a risk because I just played you and I saw what you just did. But they let Scatterboo go he had 19 carries. He had 3 touchdowns and like 98 yards, I think it was. But last week, Eagles did go against the Vikings. I am a Vikings fan, so I'm the Eagles. They ran like 39 times as a team. Scatterboo had about 42% of that. Scatterboo did hit 19 fantasy points. So I would say double back, man. Try it again. It ain't but so much you're going to switch on your game plan within a week. You know, that's kind of hard to do in the NFL to switch it all up. Maybe you're going to look at the footage and try something different, but you can't put so many wrinkles in the game. And I think for sure that they're going to be back with Scatterboo. And it was hard for them to stop Jackson Dart, too. So you kind of pick your poison. And Scatterboo, he's not easy to knock down, you know what I'm saying? So he also has some catchability with him, too. And not a whole lot, but it'll add. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he's a decent player. I think he'll hit about at least 17, 18 points again. You feel me? So shout out to Cam Scatterboo. That is my fantasy for the day. All right, y'all. I told myself I'm going to make this 20 minutes nice and sweet. This is nice and easy. What I will say, my positive of the day, y'all, I do have a positive. I would like to leave on a positive note. My positive of the day, man, I'm going to give y'all a positive, something positive to go by. You can change all the things for the better. when you change yourself for the better. I don't want that to go over a lot of people's head. This is stuff that I got to learn too. You know what I'm saying? You got to change yourself for the better. And it's not comfortable. It's not easy all the time. Staying in your ways is comfortable. It works till it doesn't work. And even when it don't work, if you're that comfortable, you'll sit back and complain and not bust a move. So I say, hey, man, hey, man, say, man, change yourself, man. It starts in increments. Hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, and however old you are, it took you that long to get to the way you are. So change is small changes, small things. With this podcast, this is something small, and then maybe it'll turn into something big. But the first step, once you get out there with that first step towards change and make yourself better, man, it works. You feel me? So boom, man. Hey, man, I like this. You know what I'm saying? I can still see some of the comments, and I understand. I ain't tell nobody I was doing this. So the 4 or 5 comments that I did get off of YouTube and Facebook, and thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for even tapping the link, coming in, watching me just sit here ramble off some stuff for 20 minutes. But I appreciate y'all, man. And we gonna see y'all on the next time on the flip. Oh, how could I? Richmond Funny Bone, man. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, I need people to get them tickets. I needed to pop up too, but shout out to Richmond Funny Bone. Listen, man, richmondfunnybone.com. This is how the website will look when you get there. Go to richmondfunnybone.com, man, and get your tickets. Get your tickets for the show. It is coming up on the 9th. We do need to sell a certain amount of tickets before the 9th on the 7th. I say there's a deadline. So, man, get your tickets now, ASAP, as soon as possible. Go and get them joints, man. And I can't wait to see y'all there, man, for sure. We're going to have ourselves a great time. And I got me and some of my friends, man. Pete Galvon. Hey, man, I'm coming out to Cali. I'll probably hit up Cali next year. I see myself doing like a little tour or something next year. You know what I'm saying? I'm really getting my feet together right now and trying to put those, things in place. But I'll be out there in Cali next year for sure. Cali, give me some Atlanta in. I want to go to Texas too, man. I think Houston is a nice spot. I know Dallas, I've been there a couple times. So it's time to get popping, man. Tour the world, but definitely, man. Thank y'all so much for pulling up on your boy, man. This is dope. This was cool, man. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. I'm going to do next Wednesday, 10 o'clock Eastern time. You feel me? Pull up on me.